All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We are here with you right now. Just before we start anything, we would like just to test the auditory receiving. So please let us know if you can hear us, guys. Hello, everyone. Yes, we can hear you. Great, beautiful. Okay. Just testing out everything. Join in, everyone. I'm just gonna give it around extra 1 or 2 minutes just to wait for people to join in. So sit back, relax, grab your notebook, your pen, and write your notes. Yeah, get excited. Go ahead. How is the weather today, by the way? I think everyone is getting cooked at the moment. It's incredibly hot. It is scorching hot. You can learn this expression. Hey, yo. Yes, it is. It is interactive. We can have some chit chat together. We can see the live chat at the moment, and we can answer maybe talk, have some Q&A, and such. All right. I think also Fatima is here. Let's all say hello to Fatima.
Hello, Imad. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for joining today. Yeah, the weather is really nice, although it's very hot, scorching hot, as you mentioned. But we can do a lot of things outdoors. What do you think?
Well, outdoors. I mean, I saw that in Abu Dhabi, I believe, is like some. I don't know that the degrees. It's absolutely, the temperature is unbelievable.
Insanely high. Yeah, I've heard some news. But you know, like I have to do something outside. You already know, searching for the dog and stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
after our meeting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't understand. Why would he leave the house? I mean, stay inside. It's very hard.
It's really risky for dogs these days. Anyway, what do we have on our plate today? Let's tell people what we're gonna discuss with them.
A little piece of hell. That's absolutely true. I'm gonna just mention this. Oh, ABD. Welcome, ABD. It's so nice to see you here. Exactly. Yes, that's what we are going to discuss today.
This is
all right.
Abdul Qayyum's predictions, right?
ABD.
Yeah, that's
ABD
right.
is going to have some great stuff with us. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first things first, after welcoming you, today we are going to carry on with talking about a topic that we already started, but it was for a different level. Today, of course, as you saw on the post, it's going to be for a higher level. So our title basically is going to be from reading books to speaking fast. What is the connection? How can we work on our speaking through this skill and whatnot? So let's try to start together by talking about some of these ideologies that people usually pass to students, maybe between each other, between us colleagues as English teachers, English instructors, and educators. Now, reading usually with a specific, let's say, way or techniques, if I must say so, does make your fluency better and your pronunciation better. Now, these techniques are going to be our main character for today's live session. So Fatima, please try to explain to us the connection one more time. However, let's try to say in a different way from what we mentioned in our last live session. So share with us your ideas, please.
Yeah, first, thank you for fleshing this out. Yeah, actually, people have some wrong assumptions regarding speaking. So they would tend to think that in order to master speaking, all I have to do is to converse with others, especially those who are fluent. I should sign up some speaking classes so that I become more fluent. This is right at a certain stage, but actually fluency starts from reading. Fluency is attainable to a large extent by reading books aloud and then exporting the words that we have to pronounce accurately to daily life contexts. So it all starts with reading and extends by using words we learn from books in our daily life contexts, right?
Mm-hmm. So now we've talked about how certain techniques can actually improve the fluency and the actual flow of your speech during your speaking phase. So what kind of techniques can you tell us about today, Fatima?
All right. Do you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Absent for seconds. Yeah. So basically, there are some ways to connect words. As you know, we can use some special techniques to link words. We'll be analyzing them today, giving some examples. So if you would like to start, Ahmad, with the first technique.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, the first thing that we can mention in the pronunciation part, as we call it, the science of phonology, is the linking words. Now, as we talked about this technique and the techniques that we have mentioned, whenever we are using these techniques, our main goal is to make our speech as smooth as possible without any kind of stuttering or pauses. Of course, we can pause at times. However, in a certain place, in a certain stage, in a certain stress point in this sentence. So let's keep that in mind. Now, to link the words, you link them, of course, to sound more natural, less robotic, not like, for example, in a lot of our early stages of learning the English language, we sometimes tend to sound like a robot. Hello, I am a student. I like to go to play football, blah, blah, blah. So this is the way. Now, is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. However, this is not your maximum fluency level. So this is just something so you can guys keep in mind. All right. Now, as you can see in front of you here, right now, guys, the first technique is the linking words. Now, when we are merging these words, they sound as if they are only one word. Now, for example, you can see here the S and M. It will be like this. This month, this month, this month. Now, you don't feel like I'm not saying like this month, like this month. I'm actually connecting them together in a very smooth way, in a very natural way. This month, this month.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Now, keep in mind that consonants and merging the vowels and the consonants is also another thing that we need to keep in mind. Like you can see in the second example, this afternoon. You can, guys, give yourself also the chance to repeat after me, so you can basically get the feeling of this technique. So let's try one more time. Listen and repeat. This month, this month, this month. Okay.
This
now the second
month
example
is not wrong, but it's just like not really natural. This month, it's not how the speakers usually address the sound. So is it right, like how I'm saying it now? This month, right?
Now,
Okay.
the wrong thing in this situation would be actually finishing the whole sound of the S, pausing, and then going for the word month. So it will be like this month. Now, this is not wrong, but this is a different situation. I want you, for example, you asked me like, oh, I heard that you are graduating. Is it going to be this month or the next month? No, I'll be saying, no, actually, it's going to be this month. So, you see? So it's a different situation.
Yeah, I get it. Like it depends on the stresses as well.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now let's go back to also repeating the second example, guys. So listen, repeat. This afternoon. This afternoon. So right.
This afternoon.
Hopefully.
This afternoon. Okay.
Exactly. Hopefully you guys give yourself the time to repeat that. Now, this is like we said, the first technique. So do you think we are going to stop right here, Fatima?
I don't think so. We'll go through different ways of merging words, as we mentioned before. And let's do the next one. Okay, it's called reduction. And this reduction is actually similar to reducing sounds. And if you can show us the example of the reduction here or not, you will maybe get more insight on what I'm saying. So basically we do reduction when there are weak forms or when there are words that are not really important in the sentence. So for example, if I ask you, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? So you might think like, how are you? It's just one word. And that's because these two words, are you, are just not really important grammatically. They are only for grammatical use. They have no meaning, so we don't have to stop and make some pauses and stress on them. So how are you feeling today? This is how we say this. So that's what reduction is.
So basically, if you could read this one right in front of you, this is the part. So I think it's going to be read like this. How are you? How are you? And instead of saying, how are you? Yeah?
Exactly.
Perfect. Honestly, I see that a lot of people, because as you know, this is a very common structure of asking someone about his current status, you know, his feeling. So I feel like usually the common pronunciation between newly, you know, English speakers or new English speakers would be, how are you? How are you? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we don't have to focus on accents today because the most important is that you sound clear, clearly. You are understood when you pronouncing, but it's not really bad if we try from now to copy the original sound. Like it is a privilege to be to sound like a native. You know, this is very sometimes in specific types of jobs it is a requirement, as you know. Why not? But the purpose of our meeting today or our session is to highlight the importance of sounding more natural than when you're not copying the original sound. I hope that's clear now.
Absolutely. So what more techniques are we going to be discussing today? I believe that we still have some before we actually put all of these techniques into an actual live example.
Indeed, we have intrusion and elision on our plate today.
Awesome. So let's try to move to it, shall we?
Okay, and I would like to share some examples. So basically, intrusion is placing an additional sound between the other words. Like you remember our previous public session, we've mentioned adding letter Y or letter W. So the sound y and the sound w to connect to vowels. So for example, in he asked. So we don't say he asked. It is very weird to say he asked. Okay, so usually people who speak fluently say it like this: he asked, he asked. And the second sound is when we add slide w sound to connect to vowels, as in do it, do it, do it. So we rarely hear people saying do it. Even when you're reading, you should say it like this: do it. Okay.
That's actually, it's very important because I think most of the time learners make mistakes in intrusion, as well as elision, by the way, that we're going to be talking about next. Like Fatima mentioned, usually intrusion is limited in 3 sounds, which is the y as example number 1, the w as an example number 2, and the r, which is something you can also add, like for example, what are. You will be like, where the heck did the letter R come from? This is intrusion. We added the sound just to make it well connected and smooth. Okay.
Yeah, just one point I want to add, Ahmad, here, because I have this comment that we should listen more, and he's 100% right. Listening is the key player to enhance your speaking level and pronunciation accuracy. So I'm really supporting your viewpoint, Abdul Qayyum. Thank you for this insight. We appreciate it. Okay, we can move on to the next technique, which is called elision. So basically, elision is when letters T and D exist between 2 consonant sounds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna omit these 2 letters, as in the examples shown here. Maybe there's a delay, you cannot see the examples. So the examples will show you how to drop them from the word. As in, for example, kept going. So if you listen carefully, you wouldn't hear people pronouncing letter T. It's kept going, kept going, kept going. And in the second example, which is diamoring, so it's all like, it sounds like one word. So diamoring, diamoring, diamoring. So just try to focus on these rules while reading, and then you can record your reading, listen to your reading, and when you are exposed to English in your daily life, then try to use the same way of pronouncing them.
Absolutely. So basically, elision is dropping sounds, right?
But not any letter, you know, like there are specific letters like T and D. And here I would point out that this is more like an American technique, American accent technique, more than any other accent. So it differs from one country to another.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's try to give the people also the chance to repeat. So listen, guys, try to repeat it. He kept going. You cannot hear the T in my speech. So one more time. He kept going. He kept going. Go, right? Now, the second example, diamond, diamond, diamond ring, diamond ring. Beautiful.
That's perfect.
And actually, a very common situation of elision is negative. Can't, don't, doesn't. The words that have not connected to them, usually we drop the T as well. For example, don't go. Don't go. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. This we use it maybe on a daily basis.
Exactly. This is, I think this is one of the most common situation for elision.
Maybe one of the most common phrases is "don't know." Yeah, here we drop the letter T.
Yeah, exactly. People will be
know.
like, "What is this?" It's like this word has the R as the D. The T just gets dropped, and then it's gonna be ending like, "I don't know." This is sometimes, you know, English can be weird, but fun. All right.
Okay.
So
Let's move
I
on.
think now let's try to see this in a very practical way together. Ready? Okay. So right in front of you, right here, we have one of our examples taken from our application. Now, what we would like you to do is the following. How much time should we give them, Fatima?
Maybe I can try it out for some minutes. Try to find out these rules we've discussed today, and just send us here in the chat box the words you think might be blending. I think they should finish this in minutes. It depends on their performance. So we will keep tracking their answers, and then we decide when to show them whether their answers are right or wrong.
Okay. How about 3 minutes? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
I'm
for minutes. Yeah, so try to be as fast as possible. Try to find the rules, the techniques we've mentioned previously, and write them down in order to check whether you understood these techniques and comprehended them. Here we go.
Heyo just asked something which is about can't go and can go. We're going to keep that in our Q&A segment. Okay, just like after a few minutes, when we finish our part right here, we're going to go back to this one.
Okay, so supposedly they will find some words that will have reduction, elision, and linking some words, some intrusion techniques. And this is, as we mentioned before, one part of the story Animal Kingdom, which you can find at level 5 in iStoria. This will also show you how much reading and speaking are simultaneously linked. So we cannot separate these two skills from each other. We started to get some answers. I received one answer from Abdul Qayyum, but just fantastic. It's Elision, correct? Good job.
Don't confirm. Let's try to keep it a secret.
I just want to try. I just want to try to give them hope that they are right, so that they proceed and give more perfect answers.
Yeah, but ABD is right. Yes, the first right answer. Animal Kingdom.
Someone mentioned have passed. Okay, have passed. Yeah, you're probably right. Most often, like two consonants would blend, generally speaking. Only if it's an, the stresses do not allow blending, as we mentioned before. Okay, linking words, very good.
But I'm not sure if have passed would be a situation. We'll see.
We usually use have as a contraction. For example, I've passed. Okay. So yeah, have is usually reduced by using contractions. And as I mentioned, we are most often blending consonants, but in some cases we do not. Like when you stress on have in specific contexts, then you don't have to blend. Cotton, very good. Cotton. Okay. To an animal, very good. To an animal. Fantastic.
Plan to.
Yeah, plan to. Actually, this rule we didn't mention today. It's called assimilation. When you stress on T because you have T repeating, then you give it like more time, like stress on it and pause. And you say plan to. Yeah, this is assimilation. But hopefully in our next sessions, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. You can say, like, for example, also gas station, which is also the same
thing. Very good answers, Ahmed.
Animation. We can maybe highlight some points when we are in our Q&A segment. Okay, let's try to review the answers, or some of the answers, let's say. Ready? Give me
We're ready.
Drums.
Go ahead.
Boom. Here we go. So give yourself a few seconds to look at the highlighted parts and try to pronounce them your own point of view, like for example, why did we highlight them, and what kind of rule can we connect it to these words?
Okay,
We're going to, of course, read it.
I'll try to give them the opportunity to join us by using the audio in the meeting. So if you are interested in reading the text, just tell us here in the chat that you want to join the audio, and we would give you the chance to we have like this experiment. All right, so if you like to. Maybe we can model reading this, Ahmad? What do you think?
Yep. Okay.
Would you like to do it first, or do you want me to do it?
I'll take the honors. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go chunk by chunk. 3, 2, 1. A few minutes have passed, and the snake, and if you notice, and the snake in the rainforest has eaten the frog. But just a few hours earlier, that same frog was having its own meal. A tasty insect that it caught in the river. That insect had just eaten too, from the leaves on one of the trees in the rainforest. So that food has gone from the insect to the frog and on to the snake. The way food goes like this, from a plant to an animal, then to another and another, is called a food chain. A food chain.
And so also we have to consider the speed. Your speed was, you were trying to slow down to make it as comprehensive as possible. But if you read this with the you know, the normal speed, the natural speed, it's gonna be really very smooth and natural, and you will be blending sounds in a very you know, accurate way. We have people like requesting to join the audio. I'll give the chance to Abdel Qayyum because he was really very active and he deserves it to try here. So I'll be sending the link to you, Abdel Qayyum, to join us. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to send the link. Copy it. So please, Abdel Qayyum, join us here through the link. You'll find in the chat box here. In the chat box in the meeting. Rada has a question. Would you answer now, Ahmad, or leave it to the Q&A section?
What about just a few? Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep it for our Q&A.
Okay.
Let's try first to give some chance to people.
Abdul Qayyum, you can click on the link, meeting link we sent right now, and join us. Oh, he said it's not working. Oh my God, why? All right, I'll try. Please, Abdul Qayyum, try to copy the link and join or open a new tab and join, please. So just try to copy and paste the link, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work.
All right. So, ABD, sorry. So, try to send us a request, and we're going to be accepting it right now on this link that we just sent to the chat.
Okay, so are we going to give a chance for all people or just few people? You will decide, Ahmad.
Yeah, of course. You know, because we are a little bit short on time. So we're going to give like maybe 2 to 3 people.
That's good.
And then
okay, so
we will carry on.
I think we have someone proposing to join us. We chose Abdul Qayyum, but we will allow 2 people. So we can start with Hassan, right? And then wait for Abdul Qayyum to join us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome.
Hello, Hussein. You have the mic. Can you hear us? Okay, I think Hussein, I'm not sure. Can you hear us? Can you say something?
Yes, I hear you.
All right, beautiful.
Welcome, Hassan. I hope you enjoy this session.
I am very enjoy. Thank you, my daughter.
Oh my gosh, thank you too.
All right, so Fatima, you lead the way. Let's try to
Yeah, sure.
have Hussein participating with us.
Okay, so Hussein, basically we would like you to try to read this part and stick to the rules or to the techniques we've introduced today as much as possible. Okay, and when you finish, we're going to give you feedback on your reading. So go ahead.
Sorry, but I don't have any screen.
Okay, I'm going to show it to you here. No worry.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
If you go back to the live stream, by the way, Hussein, you can see it.
Feedback on your reading. So go ahead.
Sorry, but I don't have any screen.
Okay, I'm going to show it to you here. No worry.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
If you go back to the live stream, by the way, Hussein, you can see it.
Feedback on your reading. So go ahead. Feedback on your reading. So go ahead. I guess I'm not able to share my screen. So is there a way
Okay.
to get the screen, Hussein?
Sorry?
I'm not able to share the screen. So are you able to find it
Yes,
on your
I am returned to the YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Hussein,
yeah.
I just want you to do something. When you are on the YouTube video, try to mute the video, okay? Just read without hearing the volume. When you leave this audio channel, this meeting channel, you can go back and listen to the video, okay? Just to mute the video right now when you go back to the live stream. All right, let's get the same some time before we carry on. Okay, so I'll ask ABD right now. Samuel is gonna go back to you.
Can I read, sir?
Absolutely. Okay, ABD.
Yes.
Now, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Great to have you here. Now,
Thank you.
ABD, like I told Hussein, I'd like you to just please, when you are reading the part from the video, just try
Yes,
to mute the
I'll
video
already do
because
it.
it will give the feeds. Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, you have the mic. Go ahead, ABD.
Thank you. A few minutes have passed, and the snake in the rainforest has eaten the frog. But just a few hours earlier, the same frog was having its own meal, a tasty insect that it caught in the river. That insect has just eaten two from the leaves on one of the trees in the rainforest. So that food has gone from the insect to the frog, and And on the snake, the way food goes like this from a planet to an animal, then to another and another, is called a food chain.
Bravo. Thank you so much, ABD. That was a great take, honestly. That was a really, really great
Well
take.
done, well done, excellent work. I just have one thing to pay your attention to, which is the to when animal. So try to work on this adding or the the intrusion part of adding
Yes.
sound. Okay, but all in all, it's really perfect.
Yeah, you're on a great pronunciation part. And by the way,
And I think your British accent you're using. What do you think, Ahmad? I think he's more like.
Yes, in
using
Algeria we
British.
study the British accent. We don't use the American accent in our university.
It sounds very original. Good job.
Thank you.
much appreciated, ABD. Thank you for having you. And hopefully
Thank you.
we're going to be contacting you very soon. Bye-bye.
Inshallah. See you later.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Now, let's try to have one final participant. And keep in mind, guys, when you are joining us, we have a different audio channel. So make sure you have have Google Meet, so you can be able to click the link. We have just, okay. We have Yasser right here. Okay, Yasser. Welcome, welcome. You have the mic, Yasser. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
We're great.
Very great. Thank you.
Can I read?
Sure. Mike,
Okay.
the floor is yours.
Thank you, Fatima. A few minutes have passed, and the snake in the rainforest has eaten the frog. But just a few hours
Beautiful.
earlier, that same frog was having its own meal, a tasty insect that it caught in the river. That insect had just eaten two from the leaves on one of the trees in the rainforest. So that food has going from the insect to the frog and on the snake. The way food goes like this from a plant to one animal, then to another, and another is called a food chain.
All right, thank you. I'll try to practice some of them with you, yes or no, so that you can master them, all right? I'll try to help you as much as possible. So when you add the letter Y, okay, in line 3, try to say it like this. A tasty insect.
Tasty insect. Tasty insect.
That's right. Excellent. So
Okay.
try to repeat this as much as possible, because this is what's gonna happen every time you add yeah. Tasty insect. Okay?
Understand. Yeah.
Very good. Also, every time you see one of the, it's one chunk, one of the.
One of the
That's right.
trees. One of the
Excellent.
trees. Yeah.
And it's not of anymore. It's one of. It's gonna be schwa. This O will turn to a schwa, which is one of the trees.
Where is the line? Again, please. This.
Yeah. So the letter O in off will change to a schwa, which is if, not off
Okay.
anymore. Okay?
Okay.
One of the trees. One of the trees.
1 minute. Yeah, one of the trees. Oh, sorry.
Very good.
Can I repeat again? One
Yeah,
of trees.
sure.
One of the trees. I can. 1 minute.
Yeah, you should change it from off to if. One of the trees.
One of. Oh, okay. One of.
Okay?
One of the trees.
One
Like
of the
this?
trees. Yes.
One
Yes,
if.
yes.
Okay. One if. Okay.
And try to add the to one of. One of the. One of the.
One of the. One of the.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
One of the. One of them. Yeah.
The last remark is adding we to when. To when.
To when. Yeah. Then
Okay?
to when. Yeah.
To when animal. To when animal.
Okay. To when animal.
And to when another. To one another.
To when another. To when, again. To when another.
To
Like
one
this?
another. To
To
one
one
another.
another.
To one
Okay.
other.
To one another.
Okay?
To one another. To one another. Yeah.
Perfect.
To one another.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's not to one another. It's to one other. To
To
one
one
other.
another. To one another.
Yeah. Yeah.
To one another. Okay.
Very good. And this food chain, you will not hear the d. Food chain. Food chain.
Food chain.
That's perfect.
Food chain. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You
Yeah.
did
Thank you for
very
explaining.
well. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're most
Okay.
welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I think people need more practice. I would love to have more speaking sessions, hopefully in
Yeah.
when we schedule the next public session. It's gonna focus more on speaking. Maybe not the next one, but in the near future, I promise you, we'll be practicing online and using the techniques.
I would like
Yeah.
to have Hayo as the final participant as well. This person has been really active during our. Okay, let me. Here you go. Yo. I don't know. I'm just pronouncing the name as I'm seeing it. You can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hello.
No, it's hey you.
Hey, you.
Where do
Me?
you come
Can
from?
you hear
Hey,
me?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we surely
Can you hear me all?
Yep.
we can, we do.
Loud and clear. Hey, you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Look, if you are confused between the video and the
No,
audio
I
channel here, just mute it. Yeah.
Yes, I already muted.
Okay. Beautiful.
A few minutes had passed, and the snake on the rainforest had eaten the frog. But just a few hours earlier, the same frog has having its own meal, a tasty insect that is caught in the river. That insect had just eaten two from leaves on the on the on of the on of the trees, and in the rainforest, so that food that food has gone from the insect to the frog, and 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 on to the snake, and on to the snake, to the frog, and on to the snake. The way food goes that this from a plant to an animal, then to another, and another. It's called food chain. Food chain. Oh,
Yeah, food chain. Yes, true. Thank you. Bravo. Wow. I think you
Thank
nailed
you.
most of those. That was really great. I will just try to tell you about one of the parts, which is on the 5th line, the start of it. One of the trees. One of the trees. Can you say it?
one of the trees.
Beautiful. Wow, thank you so much. Hey, that was a really great take. And hopefully we can have you in our next live sessions that we're gonna be having.
Inshallah.
Much appreciated.
Yes, see you next
Bye-bye.
time. Bye.
Wow, that was great. Honestly, she did a really good job. Okay, so after
They
hearing,
almost nailed it, Samad. They were really
yeah, that
doing
was
a fantastic job.
really amazing. Yeah, he really did a good job. Everyone did, honestly, and I'm really happy with the voices that we heard. Keep in mind, guys, confidence is really an important part during your journey. Don't let anyone let you down, or try to make you feel shy about speaking or whatever. We all make mistakes. The bad thing is not learning from them. Okay. Now, as you know, we are really short on time, so we're going to have maybe 2 to 3 questions that we can, guys, try to benefit you with their answers, and then wrap it up, say thank you, and go about our day. Okay, so try, guys, now to try to ask us some questions that you have regarding today's session, in the reading part in general, a problem that you face during your learning journey, so we can try to answer them briefly.
Okay, can you just make it clear, Ahmad, whether they have to join with audio or just write in the chat? Because maybe people think they have to join the audio to ask their questions.
Well, honestly, like I said, because we are now short on time, so let's make it in the chat. We can, guys, see it in the live chat. Try to say them out loud right here. I have it for you. Someone mentioned you was asking me about the negative and the positive of can. The difference between them, guys, is the long A sound and the short A sound. So basically, let's go through it like this. The negative one is going to be like this. I can't go. I can't go. As you noticed, the T is not there due to what we mentioned today, which is basically elision. So I can't go. I can't go. And the positive one is going to be like this. Can. I can go. Can you go? Can you go? So it's going to be like this. Can. Can is the positive. Can is the negative. So can you cook? I can't cook. Oh, actually, I can. All right. So I hope that I answered your question, Hugh.
You did. You really emphasized the two sounds and the differences. We still have Rabah who asked about why didn't you say just a few hours? I think that few hours is just like few minutes. Am I wrong?
Yeah. It was me when I was reading the part. No, I just stopped right there. I paused for a second for people to try to notice the sound. No. It's absolutely connected. It is wrong actually to stop right there.
Few hours. Few hours.
Yeah. So I stopped at few and then completed hours. So I think Rabih thought that it's a stress point or something. No.
Hey,
few
you
hours.
is saying she can't notice the difference between can't and can.
Yeah, we just answered this one. I was actually talking to everyone and you in specific.
Okay, I believe there are no coming questions from people there. We would like to thank you sincerely for joining us in this live session. As I mentioned, we promise you to give more chance for having you live here, joining with your audio and practicing with us in the upcoming future sessions. Highlight more pronunciation rules, and really thank you from the bottom of our hearts, me and Imad. Imad, would you like to add anything else before we leave?
I'll just say that I am always happy to be here and interacting with our learners. Like I said, we don't always have the proper guidance in our learning journey. So I'm really happy to be a part of the journey of our learners and guiding them through it and hopefully facilitating their way through perfecting the English language.
Okay, just one thing left. If you would like to have some private meetings with me or Ahmad, don't forget that you have this chance by joining the CARE program, and we'll be guiding you and offer you more personalized plans, full guidance on every step you will be choosing forward. So it's really a pleasure to be meeting each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We're so glad. And that's all what I have to say.
Much
thank you,
appreciated,
Ahmad.
everyone. Thank you for all the participants. And we will see you later. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.